Yo, what's up, LinkedIn? So, I'm on one today. So, I wanted to even go further and show actual invoices for those who haven't ever seen any kind of invoices, or, what I'm talking about when, I'm going into companies and having to, when they give me over like actual invoices and have to, scrub out the data and see all the writing and the manual, things they're doing from, allocating and accounting standpoint, and show you really how tedious it is, and it sucks because it doesn't suck. I mean, it's because I have a job, but there's a lot that so many people are missing the boat when it comes into being a supply chain consultant or in sales, and realizing not realizing that there's so many things that accounting's doing that or accounts payable controllers that they have to pull reports, and they're having to do a lot of manual labor and take a ton of time to do it, when realistically you'll see here is a 3PL can eliminate that waste from having to hand write through bills and stuff like that. So I might as well just show you. Let me share my screen here. I think that's it. All right, cool. So yeah, you'll see here, there's just 3 different invoices, 3PL and 2 carriers direct. But so what you're looking at here is a lot of writing, right? So they're writing, they're quoting out 3-4 other carriers and writing it, again, this is the controller is actually, our accounts payable is actually writing these down, but the shipping people have to like send over to accounts payable every week all the minimum 3 quotes they had to quote out per shipment, and they're doing there's about 50 of these a week. And then on top of that, you can see is they're allocating by sales order, or as well as purchase order, to make sure that again, that's the GL code. I call them GL codes, whatever it may be, but these 3 right here are sales orders, and they're having to, I mean, that could, AP lady is having to spend over 50 hours a year just to bare minimum make sure that they're at least capturing the 3 quotes. Now here's the impact. Obviously a ton of time wasted on tedious work, not only from the shipper standpoint, but also the accounts payable, having to go through and do tedious work like this. It's work on shipper work, more work on the shipping end, and then more work on the accounts payable, as well as now they also mark up freight, but they don't know their true actual cost to serve. So they're again, they guess that they're profitable. I mean, they knew that, but they don't know if they can increase profitability. They don't know what customers are negative margin or low margin, just because again, it's almost impossible with stuff like this. Like it took me forever to scrub this out, and we finally just said, listen, let's just get everything running through GTZ so we can actually just build out clean data. Because couldn't even get, like, there was Excel, it was all over the map. At some point it's just like, all right, cool, let's just run it through, let's just clean slate, rip the band-aid off. Doesn't always work like that. But so here's like a little demo thing when it comes. So I don't think enough people stress the importance or the capabilities a 3PL has, and what we can do from strictly just an accounting side, right? It's funny, is because it's hard to explain, right? It's you say that and it's like, well, oh, wait, you're not a shipping company? Well, no, that's why it's like I always say consultant, where it's like, listen, yeah, shipping's a part of the puzzle, but there's a lot of other things that go into it. So we have GTZ Ship, so you're able to hop on one platform from a shipping standpoint, tracking standpoint, but also you're also accounts payable, controller, CFO, anybody that really technically wants to have to break out reports and see these things and allocate by sales order number can have their own username and login. We could tailor it to specifically only look at reports from a financial standpoint and pull that on the website. Literally, you don't have to worry about stuff getting mailed to you, emailed to you. You can go, everything pulls. Once we have everything running through us, everything can pull out of our website or into specifically your data. Everything talks to each other. You can go in there and pull your reports, or we can go in and tailor them for you and then just send them to you, or just upload them for you. But like this, like instead of having to go through and have your shipping people do all these quotes, you get a one piece paper of looking at these and reference. You can break it down by reference, right? They're allocating by references. Boom. We can make it mandatory. Again, this is a demo, but we can make it mandatory where you have to, the shipping people have to put in the reference, or it won't book or it won't put out a bill of lading. So that's again, things are moving fast. It's just a smart play, right? I call them business rules. And then if you for whatever reason you want to see like the individual invoices, they're all consolidated, and we audit all of these too. So usually, depending on the account, it's all situational, but it's what was that? Oh yeah, it's all situational, but sometimes it's like, we'll have a variance, like, hey, if it flags over like $50 or $100, we'll let them know. And then that's like when we build out discrepancy reports. But so what's the impact again on this? You saw the writing on, I see writing. That's the biggest thing I see when throughout my entire 8 years of my career is the accounting. So many people from, a 3PL side always, they were using all the 3PLs. They just neglect to reach out to other departments, especially the ones that are, financially, it's their job to, figure out what's going on from a financial standpoint in the company. And accounting is always the ones that have to, do a ton more work, always getting beat up. Everybody, salespeople, we're all salespeople. It's like, oh, accounting. And I've just always thought, heck, why do people just sleep on accounting? These are the people that are dealing with the numbers, having to, run through everything, having to break out, their own reports. And this is essentially, it's financial. It's tied to the company's finances. I think it's one of the most important pieces to the puzzle. So, that's where I've always targeted. It's always helped. I've always been able to, hey, listen, how do you allocate your transportation bills? How do you even just, by GL codes, anything you want, customize it, letting them know that, hey, 3PLs, put the price aside. We can, obviously we're going to hook up the shipping people. We're going to give them one platform. We're going to maximize their buying power, maybe even get them customer specific pricing. If they reach, most companies that reach $20,000 a month and LTL can qualify for that, but put all that aside. Now we're get to talk to accounting. I always have to talk to accounting, even moving forward in the process, just to know, hey, how can I make your life a lot easier? And that's just comes with, hey, listen, you don't have to write anymore. I can tailor any kind of metric you're looking to see, and then some. And then again, like I said, is building, making them a username and login, pay your bills online if you want. But most importantly, you can go online and your specific username and login to GTZ and pull reports and look at it right from your desktop. So it's eliminating risk or mitigating risk, maximizing buying power, giving you diverse profile of carriers, allowing you to have, enhanced visibility into key cost drivers that is going to increase profitability some way, somehow. So that's my rant. If you have any questions, just shoot me a ping, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hope you all have a good one.